Until the late 1960s, there was little info on food labels identifying nutrient content. Meals were generally prepared at home from basic ingredients, so there was little demand for nutrition information. As processed foods increased in the marketplace, consumers sought guidance to understand food produced. Today, food labels surround us in the marketplace and beyond. Companies attempt to steer us towards the best, healthiest, and most excellent choices. And when a product makes a label claim, it must meet specific guidelines regulated by the Food and Drug Administration. Low saturated fat claims must be 1 gram or less per serving. A low sodium claim must have less than 140 milligrams per serving, while low sodium must contain less than 35 milligrams of sodium per serving. A low cholesterol claim can only be included if there's 20 milligrams or less per serving of cholesterol and that product contains 2 grams or less of saturated fat. Nutrition facts labels became mandatory in 1990 for products containing more than one ingredient. There have been revisions, the most recent implemented in 2019. The updated label changes included servings per container listed first, followed by serving size bolded and in large font to encourage healthy portion control. Percent daily values were updated based on emerging research, including limiting saturated fat, not restricting total fats. Added sugar is now included to distinguish simple and complex carbohydrate sources and provide transparency if sugars are added for flavor or preservative purposes. Helpful uses for nutrition facts labels include awareness of serving size. Is it comparable to the portion that you have used? Managing heart-healthy choices, limiting saturated fat and sodium. Aiming to avoid processed foods, which means avoiding items with added sugars and multiple ingredients. Saturated fat is typically included there as well. There are multiple product claims. Companies must follow FDA guidelines regardless of what they attempt to put on a label. Percent less must be in comparison to another reference product. Excellent source must mean there's greater than 20% of the recommended daily value of that nutrient. The specific nutrients, vitamin A, vitamin C, iron, calcium, protein, or fiber, can be highlighted, but only if the food contains one or more of those specific nutrients at or above 10% of the recommended daily intake. Health claims cannot be about the diagnosis, cure, or treatment of disease. The heart-healthy claim on the label shown here is general and different from the more specific approved FDA health claim, which is 3 grams of soluble fiber from oatmeal daily in a diet low in saturated fat and cholesterol may reduce the risk of heart disease. Possibly the product represented here does not contain at least 3 grams of soluble fiber per serving. Nutrient claims of 0 or free are not always transparent. To claim no trans fat, the product must contain less than 0.5 grams of trans fat per serving. This product claims 0 grams of trans fat, but the third ingredient listed is hydrogenated soybean oil, which is a type of trans fat. Technically, this product may contain as high as 0.499 grams of trans fat per serving and still meet the 0 gram trans fat claim. Without reading the ingredient list and a knowledge of types of trans fat, a consumer would miss the loophole there. Consuming multiple servings of this product may raise your risk of heart disease if it is frequently part of your diet. Do your own investigating. Be an informed consumer. Read up on requirements and research related to the foods you consume.